What's up, you guys, and welcome to this live episode of the Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5, The Jedi. And man, what an amazing episode. A lot of things to tackle in this episode. If this is your very first time ever watching any of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then hit that bell right next to it. That way you get all the notifications of every time I'm releasing a video here on my YouTube channel. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the season finale of Real Debates. We are gearing up for season 2. So season 2 will start recording here soon, and you'll get to see bigger and better content from that section. So I want to thank you guys for watching. But let's go ahead and get into the review of The Jedi. They need an Ahsoka Tano series on Disney Plus because I think her name is I forget the actor's name, Rosie. I don't want to call her Rosie O'Donnell or anything like that, but she was freaking amazing in this show. The action beats, the story beats. I mean, even the little scuffle that she had with Mando. I mean, it shows that both of these characters can hold their own. This made me want to go watch the Clone Wars TV show because I didn't really watch it growing up, watching when it came out. But at the same time, this was such an exhilarating match. What's up, Abbas? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to have you on the show as always. But man, I really enjoyed this. You also saw the element of how the story became to be. Just finished watching the season finale of the Showdown with Night. Thanks, bro. Thanks for stopping by, Mark, and watching, man. It was a dope episode, man. Really dope episode. But yeah, man, when I say it was crazy, this episode was freaking crazy to me. I want those lightsabers. Tell me in the chat, were they gray or white? Or I'm gonna go to Disney and buy that lightsaber if I have to. It feels so good that I watched Clone Wars and Rebels long before. Yeah, the one thing that I will say, I kind of felt like I should have did a good job. I should have did a better job watching those shows to get a better understanding of Ahsoka Tano, because I don't necessarily know her too well. I watched a little bit of Rebels. I watched a little bit of Clone Wars, which they did reference in this episode of Mandalorian. But I have to say, I was just flabbergasted by the betrayal of what was going on in this show. Another cool thing that I love about this episode, aside from the action beats, is that yes, go watch Clone Wars. There's some duds, but great overall. Lightsabers, yes. So I want those lightsabers because those lightsabers were freaking amazing. I want a white saber like right now. Hold on, I'm going to move the chat box up. Where's his webcam? Right here, so that way you guys can see it. Okay, but yeah, it's white because Ahsoka doesn't classify herself as a Jedi. I don't want to spoil it for you. Rebels is a must watch. I heard Rebels was really good. Tell me in the chat, guys, if Rebels is better than Clone Wars. If it's better than Clone Wars, I'll definitely check it out. But man, this was an amazing episode. Again, the fight choreography, amazing. The dialogue, the story was amazing. Did you guys learn that Baby Yoda's real name, I believe, is Gorku or Gorko or Gorgo, something like that? I mean, we finally get to know the name and the origin of Baby Yoda, like how he was trained, how he was taken, how he finally got his, covered his powers up so that way he can stay protected. I mean, this was just an amazing episode overall. Rebels is great, but a lot more targeted to kids, but it has some great videos, but overall Clone Wars is better. Well, I'm definitely going to check it out. I have Disney Plus, and Rebels and Clone Wars are on Disney Plus, so I'm definitely going to check it out. Man, it was an amazing match. Amazing episode. Guys, guys who were in the chat, what were your favorite moments of the episode? Because I was just blown away from top to bottom. I really enjoyed what it was. So, Gorgu. It's Gorgu. Thank you, Abbas. Thank you, Gorgu. I mean, I think that's an odd name. By the way, did you guys notice how Ahsoka is like communicating with Baby Yoda? Like that is just, I just like, this is the first time where we see like Baby Yoda interact with someone who understands him. You know, aside from Mando, like we get to see someone else who really understands Baby Yoda, which was really dope. I thought that was cool. A lot of cute moments. I definitely want to see an Ahsoka Disney Plus show. There needs to be an Ahsoka Disney Plus show. Okay, Mark writes, there's a moment between Gorgu and Ahsoka nods at the end that makes me believe that there's more going on between these two. Like it's Gorgu making these decisions. Ahsoka is just able to translate. I mean, I think that that's possible too, because I don't believe that, like, I mean, what would the Mandalorian be if we didn't really have Baby Yoda right next to him? You know, so I'm interested to see what that's going to be. But what would the Mandalorian really be if we didn't have Baby Yoda standing right next to him? You know, but I am interested to see where they're going to take the story. I am so mad that Ahsoka's only going to be in one episode. Like she's like, that was it. We'll probably get like a nod to her towards the end, but I want to see more adventures with her with Mando. Like, guys in the chat, if you're in the chat, whatever happens to Ahsoka? Like, how come we don't see her in the films or anything like that? So if you guys know what's up, like, tell me in the chat what happens to her. It's a force ability which was done in Clone Wars. Okay, so definitely have to watch Clone Wars. Abbas also writes, best moments is when someone said Gorgu, he makes it sound like he's saying, what's up? That's very true. That's very true. By the way, we did not see Baby Yoda eat anything in this. She's dead? Oh, fuck. She's dead? Really? Well, dang. That sucks, man. That sucks. I did not know she was dead. God. So Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, right? But when the sequels take place. So episode 4 and 5, she's dead? I thought Mandalorian takes place after the sequel. Oh, you're talking about episode 7 through 9. She's dead. So just let me know in the chat. But man, I would love to see. I think Grogu would be handed off like a football to start other shows. I mean, that's possible. I can definitely see Grogu in the Boba Fett show, and possibly the Obi-Wan show, since that's coming out on Disney Plus as well. 2020 should be Disney Plus's year for Star Wars and Marvel content as well. So yeah, that should definitely be a thing. But man, I can't believe Ahsoka Tano is dead, man. They need to do a Disney Plus show on her, and that actress needs to come back and play her, because Ahsoka is so amazing. Like, I want her. Like, she's such an amazing Jedi. Like, I was like, damn, she is so powerful. Like, she's crazy. But I can't believe she's dead, man. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch Clone Wars, though. I'm gonna definitely go back and watch Clone Wars and study. Love seeing Diana Lee Asano as the. Oh, what's up, Martial Arts Film Freak? By the way, Martial Arts Film Freak is a competitor on Real Debates. Mr. Trishan, I think I'm pronouncing your name right this time. But thank you for hopping on, man. He writes, love seeing Diana Lee Isanio as the villain, daughter of Danosaur and goddaughter of Bruce Lee. Oh, okay, that's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Technically, during Empire Strikes Back, she dies to Vader, but then in Rebel, she's pulled from the stream and then dies later, which we don't know how. We find out she's dead in Rise of Skywalker when Rey hears all the Jedi voices. That's true. That's true, because in Rise of Skywalker, Rey does hear all the Jedi Jedi forces who have passed on, unfortunately. But yeah, man, I like. What would you guys think of an Ahsoka Tano Disney Plus series? Like like taking place right after when we just saw her in The Mandalorian. Like, man, like this is This is crazy. I really enjoyed this episode. I think this was probably one of the better episodes that we have seen from The Mandalorian, because I just enjoyed seeing what was going on. Another cool thing that I enjoyed about this show, watch the final 4 episodes of Clone Wars at least. Okay, definitely will do that. Well, I'm gonna go back and watch, because I want to definitely watch the lineage of the show. I mean, I'm not a huge Star Wars dude, but I would definitely watch it. Shout out to the Razor Crest for getting out of this episode without any damage. That's very true, man. Yeah, because that Razor Crest has been going through it ever since this show has started. Like, literally from the first episode up until now, the Razor Crest has been through hell. But if you watch the last episode, Mark, the Razor Crest actually came through and took down some of the Empire. So I thought that was dope. But man, like, whoo, this was an amazing episode. A martial arts film freak, if you're still in the chat, what did you think about the episode? Abbas writes, I think there will be a show and plot that will carry from Rebels to see the Finding Admiral who sees mentioned in this episode. Okay, that's possible. I would rather see a Dr. Alpha series before Ahsoka series, but Ahsoka is one of my favorites. I feel that too. But I don't know. It's just, this is the first time where we see Ahsoka live, so I was just like, man, like, this is crazy. This is just to see her live and just killing people. That was just fucking amazing. Ezra and another Jedi from Rebels will have to be brought to live action. That's true. I actually remember that character from Rebels. I didn't watch all of Rebels, but I did watch some of it, and it was actually really dope for what it was. So I really did enjoy it for what it was as well. But man, but by the way, what did you guys think about the episode? Trishan, if you're still in the chat, Mark, Abbas, and everyone who's watching, what did you guys think about this episode? Would you say that this is the best episode that has came out since the beginning? Like, this is a tie between the Bo-Katan episode where we got to see the other Mandalorian with Katie Sackhoff versus the this episode with Ahsoka. I enjoyed this episode. This is from Martial Arts Film Freak. I enjoyed this episode. I thought Ahsoka could have wrecked shot a lot quicker than she did. That's true. I agree with that. By Rebels, the only way one who gets in their way was Vader. That's true. I think this has been the best episode so far, writes Abbas. I would have to agree, because I've really enjoyed, like, this episode from beginning to end was so compelling. Like, I was just sucked in from the moment it came out. I think this was better than Bo-Katan's episode. I really enjoyed the Bo-Katan episode, because just to see Mando interacting with the other Mandalorians and the fight scenes and the choreography with that, I thought that was dope. But this episode, oh my God, from the gate, where, by the way, that beginning scene where we see Ahsoka Tano killing all those rebels and just taking them out like one by one, that was just freaking amazing. I lost my shit watching that. Mark writes, I love getting to the point with the series to pick up my favorite. They are good. That's very true. I don't think this is the best, right, Trishan? I don't think this is the best, but it's the best in terms of story, progression, and development. I can see that point. I can definitely agree with that. Have you ever seen Rebels to the point where Ahsoka fights Vader? I have not. I've watched like half of season 1 of Rebels, and I kind of saw it out of order. So with the other seasons, so I need to go back and watch it in its complete order. Same thing with Clone Wars. I watched it out of order, so I don't really know where I left off on either of those episodes. I think where I left off on Clone Wars is where Obi-Wan meets up with not Vader, but the black and red guy that was in Attack of the Clones, or the not Attack of the Clones, but the first movie. I forget. Episode 1. But yeah, I stopped somewhere around there, but I definitely will go back and watch. Hard to pick a favorite. Mark writes, have you got to watch Clone Wars first though? I did get to watch Clone Wars first, but like I said, I did not dive in deep into it Because I at the time I did feel like when I was watching it at the time I did feel like it was boring, but I'm hearing like a lot of like once you get deeper into the seasons, it's actually really good. Darth Maul, yes, thank you, yes, Darth Maul is the person that I saw Obi-Wan interact with. Ahsoka's owl made an appearance in this episode. Yep, I did see that as well. That was dope. I was good to see that. A lot of callbacks to a lot of Star Wars content. A lot of callbacks that I saw, which I actually thought was really dope. But man, guys, tell me in the chat, what did you guys think about the fight scenes in this particular episode? Would you say that these fight scenes were the best fight scenes that we've seen in The Mandalorian as a whole, or just this season? Trishan, who's my martial arts guy, what do you think about the fight scenes in this movie? Or not movie, episode. Rebels have a lot of filler episodes, but overall, the story and characters are fantastic. Okay. Definitely check that out. But yeah, man. Oh my God. I can't believe I watched this show. By the way, which comes first, Rebels or Clone Wars? I think it's Clone Wars because it's the era of the Jedi before the Jedi fall, right? And then it's Rebels, right? Because Rebels takes place before Episode 4, right? Or Rogue One, right? Somewhere in there. Somebody in the chat, please help me out. The fight scenes was good, but nothing amazing. I can see that. By the way, this is the first time in The Mandalorian where we get to see a Jedi and we get to see these amazing lightsabers in this episode. Clone Wars was first. Okay, so I'll definitely check out Clone Wars. Then I'll check out Rebels afterwards. Because I'm assuming Ahsoka is in Rebels, as mentioned in the chat as well. Man, guys, thank you guys once again for being a part of this review episode. I mean, I literally lost my shit watching this in my studio here, and I was just like, wow, this is just crazy. I really did enjoy this. And also, I'm glad you guys stopped by, so that way I'm learning a lot more from you guys, the fan community, because I don't know much about Star Wars, but I'm glad to have you guys a part of the show. That way I'm educated in terms of these different characters and their different story arcs. Rebels is the last thing she was in. Abbott's writes the last thing she was in. Martial arts writes, the fights were fine, nothing super epic. The best Ahsoka fight is her fight with Maul at the end of Clone Wars. Okay, I'm definitely going to check that out after the show. I'm definitely going to start watching Clone Wars after the show because I'm definitely going to get into it. Like it looks like it's pretty cool and it has a lot of history that I would find a lot of fun in. So definitely going to check that out. And thank you guys so much for educating me in this stuff because now I'm going to start becoming a uber Star Wars fan because this what I saw today was freaking amazing. I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, it's funny. My webcam's right here, but I keep looking down at the chat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review of episode 5 of season 2, The Mandalorian. Abbas writes, at the martial arts fan free. Yeah, true, but my favorite is Obi-Wan versus Maul in Rebels, just for the callback to his fight with Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to check out these different fights, man, because if I like what I saw in Mandalorian, I'm assuming I'm going to like what I saw in the Clone Wars series and also potentially Rebels as well. But yeah, I'm so glad that we're building up a Star Wars community. By the way, real quick, if you guys haven't already, go check out the last match for this season of Real Debates. The Avengers versus Avengers Endgame, where I go up against John Knight, really dope YouTuber. He will be in season 2 as well. We're going to start recording season 2 really soon, and season 2 will come out in the next couple of weeks. You can definitely expect a lot of Star Wars episodes, biopics, comic book characters, action characters. A lot of great things are coming to Real Debates Also, you want to stay tuned for our weekly show, the Ask Alex Show, where we address movie questions, pop culture questions, stuff of that nature. You definitely don't want to miss that type of stuff as well, because we're going to be doing a lot of interacting stuff with you guys, and we're going to make Ask Alex really big. We're going to make Real Debates really big, and as we continue to do the Mandalorian show, we're going to do this really big as well. And then martial arts film freaks writes, the Obi-Wan Maul final fight was also amazing in reference to the fight from the Kurosawa from the Hidden Fortress, a major influence of Star Wars as a whole. That sounds amazing. I have not seen that, but I would definitely check that out. By the way, I'm gonna get Tristan back for season 2 as well, so he will definitely be back for season 2. If you enjoyed his match, Ethan Hunt versus John Wick, you're definitely gonna want to check out his next upcoming match as soon as I schedule one with him for season 2. But man, thank you guys so much for watching this. And by the way, next week will be a Real Debates highlight show, so you're gonna see all the highlights of season 1, where you have the great funny moments, the good comeback moments, the joking moments. You're going to see a lot of great moments from Real Debate highlights, so you definitely don't want to miss that at all. So definitely check that out next week, next Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching this the review show, The Mandalorian. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's Black Friday, so if you go to my channel, there's a tab on there that says new apparel. I have some apparel that I'm selling on Black Friday, so you definitely want to check that out. A lot of Momentum Media stuff there, a lot of other cool things as well, so you definitely want to check out my apparel. Also, do me a favor, if you want to be an Omega supporter, not only like, comment, and subscribe, but you can go up here to my patreon.com/Momentum Media. I have 3 tiers there. If you want to be a supporter on that level, that would be amazing. If you don't, that's amazing as well. As long as you watch the content, that is great as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. And as always,